Hello, world, to all the people I know and the ones I haven't yet met. While we're all sitting at home during this uncertain and tedious time, I had an idea. And this idea was that we often, in our day to day lives, when everything is normal, are often transformed by experiences. Um, and these experiences that transform us are usually not fun or likable or enjoyable, but create a certain kind of chaos within us that elicits transformation and elicits growth. And the thought that I had is about why that tends to be difficult. And that often tends to be difficult because of how we are in an environment that does not always feel psychologically and emotionally safe to us, which is why we often guard and protect ourselves from anything that that wants us to change or wants us to be different. But what if we were, during this time while we're sitting at home, provoke that change within ourselves in a safe environment? Now that's difficult because our environment or ecosystem is going to stay the same for a certain amount of time while we're all staying safe in our homes during this COVID quarantine. So let's start asking ourselves questions, right? And we can possibly do a few more video blogs after this. But let's start asking ourselves questions that provoke us about ourselves, about the way we think, about why we think the way we think, about why we have certain tendencies, certain values, certain habits, certain attitudes. And let's see how we can leverage this time to provoke ourselves towards change safely, comfortably. Well, not comfortably, it won't be comfortable, but in a safe manner so that you can stop when you want. And it can be fun, right? And one of the ways that I thought it could be fun is I'm borrowing this from the time I was doing my undergrad, and my anthropology professor used to look at us and say, let's problematize the obvious, right? I'm gonna workshop that into let's question the obvious. Right? Now, if we are to question all those things that we find obvious in our day-to-day lives, we could possibly come across certain biases, certain stereotypes, certain belief systems we have that are outdated, that we have inherited without asking why. And what a fun, from my perspective, what a fun and interesting way to take into our, I wouldn't say control, but take into our rhythm, our own transformation, right? So, post this, I will, over the next few days, post another one of these where we take something and we question it. And if it relates to you, fantastic. If you have ideas on what you'd like to talk about, send me a message. But let's enjoy this time as much as we can in our solitude so that it doesn't seem numbing in any way. But we keep our spirits high. We leverage a difficult time to transform and change at will, and we find a way to stay virtually connected, right? So I'm looking forward to this. I'm actually quite excited. Let me know if y'all have any thoughts, suggestions, recommendations, and I'll see you all soon.